Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Eat, Breathe Football. I'm your host, Richard Veely, and I'm coming to you outside on my porch on a beautiful, beautiful day. And I couldn't sit in the house and do this today. I had to come out inside and enjoy the weather because it's September 7th, and before you know it, that white stuff's going to be flying around here. So I'm going to sit out here and do my show out here today. So wherever you're at, I hope you're having a good Wednesday wherever you're at today, and hopefully you get a chance to check this out sometime in your busy day today or tonight. So let's get started. I want to touch up on a couple of things from yesterday. I was talking about, I never mentioned my offensive player of the year that I had. I remember I saying defensive player, which was Parsons. I'll get to that in a minute. But my offensive player, I have two guys here. I like Derrick Henry a lot, and I also like Jonathan Taylor a lot. Um, but I'm going to go with Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, I just think Jonathan Taylor. That's my guy this year. I think Jonathan Taylor's just. I think he's just going to go off. I think he's going to be. He was really good last year. So I'm gonna go with him. Um, Other defensive players of the year. I remember I told you yesterday that I liked Parsons, and I never really mentioned about any of the other guys. Only a couple. So like there's Max Crosby out there, Chandler Jones, Bosa, Myles Garrett, Aaron Donald. I mean, we all know Aaron Donald's the best. Come on, no one's better than him right now. Everybody's trying to catch him, right? Because he's just awesome. But and a lot of these guys have other good defensive players on their teams. So I'm just going with Parsons because Parsons basically like he's the guy in Dallas right now. So I'm just like yeah, he's gonna to me I think he's gonna be the defensive player of the year. So anyways, enough said about that. So if I missed that yesterday, guys, I apologize. So let's go to I'm gonna start with the NFC East here. Um, I'm going this kind of route because it's crazy because my team is in this division and I don't want to be biased towards anybody. So obviously I would probably pick my team to win this division, but I can't do that. So I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna round it up to two teams. So my two teams that I don't root for is Dallas and the Giants. I mean my brother's a diehard Giants fan, but um, so I'm gonna go Philly number one. I'm gonna go Washington number two. I'm going Dallas three and Giants four. Now, I honestly think that between Philly and Washington, I think it could. I think it could swap either way. I mean, really, if Jalen Hurts doesn't have a good year, then Philadelphia's going nowhere. I mean, they got Minshew. Yeah, Minshew's pretty good, but all the everything's on Jalen Hurts to have a good season. And the same with Washington. Like one of these teams are my teams, but I'm not going to tell you who it is because I don't want to be biased. So I put Philly, Washington, or it could be Washington, Philly. One of those teams I think are winning the division. Washington, it comes down to Carson Wentz. If Carson Wentz doesn't do a good job, I mean they got Heineke, but they're all praised on Carson Wentz and how Carson Wentz is the answer in Washington. Well, this is his year because if Carson Wentz doesn't prove anything this year or doesn't produce, and Washington doesn't win the division, and make the playoffs, I cannot see Washington keeping Carson Wentz next year. Like this is his 1 year to shine, I think, and otherwise he's done. So that's my NFC East: Philly, Washington, Dallas, Giants. So here's my next division. I'm going to go NFC South. So I'm going Vikings, Packers, Lions, and Bears. I'm only going Vikings here. I know the Packers have run the division for so many years. It's almost like Buffalo and the Patriots when Tom Brady was here. Tom Brady ran that division for 10 years, and the Packers had just been running it for years. And I'm just like, okay, you have Carson Wentz. If you don't win the division this year, then when are you going to win the division? I mean, step up, Kirk Cousins. Come on, it's time to win a division. You got no excuses. You got a good running back. You got two good receivers. Yes, your defense was not good that last year, but come on. I mean, really. I mean, you've got a better offensive team, um, I think, than the Packers. And if you're not going to win this division this year, then what's going to happen? You're going to wait till Aaron Rodgers retires, and then you win the division. It's time for you to step up, Minnesota. I think it's your year. So hopefully prove me right. Don't prove me wrong. Okay then. So yeah, Vikings, Packers, Lions, Bears. That's what I'm going with here. I think the Lions are going to be much improved, but I still think they need a lot of help. But I think they're going to shock a lot of people this year with some of the wins they get. People are going to be like, wow, look, last year they did pretty good in a couple of those games. They shocked people. So yeah, and the Bears are just rebuilding. The Bears are just they're just rebuilding. So okay then. So yeah, Vikings, Packers, Lions, Bears. Let's go NFC South. NFC South. Well, I'm just taking Tampa Bay at number one. I'm taking Panthers at number 2. I'm taking Saints, and I'm taking Atlanta. Atlanta's just in a rebuilding stage. The Saints have Jameson Winston. I don't think he's the future quarterback. I don't think he's the franchise quarterback. And I honestly think if the Panthers and Baker Mayfield and McCaffrey can stay healthy, I really think Carolina could be a really good team this year. But if them guys can stay healthy, because if Baker gets hurt, Darnold comes in, and then, like, you already know what's going to happen. They're not going to win many games. So, but I think the Panthers have a good shot at having a better season than the Saints, just for that simple fact. And I'm taking Tampa Bay because, come on, until Tom Brady retires, you got to put Tampa Bay to win the division. I mean, really, you think Tom Brady's going to let Baker Mayfield or Jameis Winston win the division? I don't think so. So yeah, and we'll see what happens here. But yeah, I'm going Tampa Panthers, Saints, and Atlanta. And my last division here, NFC West. So this was kind of tough. Well, not kind of tough, but just like, between San Fran and Arizona. I'm like, all right, because if San Fran was starting Garoppolo, man, they would be like one of my picks to go to Super Bowl this year. They really would, with all the talent they got on that team. And Arizona, I don't know. Arizona lost their top wide receiver for a while. They couldn't stop anybody last year. I don't trust Kyler Murray. I just don't. Sorry, he's another one of them running quarterbacks. He's not that much of a pocket passer. So, anyways, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go Rams. You got to take the defending champions, and really until they get knocked out of this year's playoffs, they're the champs. So you got to. I'm putting them to win the division. Rams, San Fran, Arizona, and Seattle. That's how I got this division wrapped up. I mean, yes, San Fran. I think San Fran could possibly beat the Rams out for the division if Garoppolo was in there. If Garoppolo was starting, I think Trey Lance is going to struggle. I mean, he's only started a couple damn games. I mean, really, he's a rookie. He's going to struggle this season. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time before Garoppolo comes in. I think because if they start 0-2, 3, 4, you don't think Garoppolo's coming in? Please, the fans are expecting him to go to the freaking Super Bowl. For Christ's sakes, come on. So yeah, that's my division there. And let me know what you guys think about that. Rams, San Fran, Arizona, and Seattle. Seattle's just in rebuilding stage after they lost Russell. Yeah, total rebuild. I don't see Seattle winning more than a couple games this year. I really don't. They got a lot of work to do now. They got Geno Smith, so he's definitely not a franchise quarterback. Sorry, Seattle fans, but he's just not. But yeah, there you go. And my last but not least here, my NFC playoffs. I was having a hard time with this because a lot of things could be swapped. So when you listen to all my predictions, you might figure it out who I'm taking. So here it is. I'm going Rams number 1 in the NFC, only because they're Super Bowl champions. And until you knock them out of the playoffs, they're Super Bowl champions, and they deserve the respect of Super Bowl champions. When they get knocked out, boom, that's it. But you know what? Until then, I'm putting them number 1. Number 2, I'm putting Tampa Bay and Tom Brady. Because you know what? Tampa Bay's the greatest. I mean, Tom Brady's the greatest, not Tampa Bay. Tom Brady is the greatest. He's won the most Super Bowls. He always gets it done. He's always there at the end. So I'm putting them 2. I'm putting 3. I'm putting the Vikings. Yep, Minnesota Vikings. I'm putting the Vikings over Green Bay, like I said, because I think the Vikings, this is your year. I think this is the year they win the division. Now this could swap right here. So right now I have Philly as a 4 seed, but it could swap, like I said, between Philly, and I'm putting Philly and the other team I'm going to put in. But I like Philly for the 4 seed. I'm putting San Fran in as a 5th seed. Yep. Putting San Fran in as a 5th seed, and I think they could be higher. It all depends on how good Trey Lance plays, and if he doesn't play good, if a Garoppolo comes in, well, he's going to do good because he took them far last year into the playoffs. Jesus, they beat Dallas, they beat freaking Green Bay, and then what do? Oh, thanks for your help, thanks for taking us to the playoffs. Well, we don't need you anymore. You should be a backup now for us because we think Trey Lance can take us farther this year. I don't think so. Anyway, so yeah, so after San Fran, I'm going Green Bay. I'm still putting Green Bay into the playoffs, even if they don't win the division. I mean, a lot of people think they're still going to win the division. I just don't think so. But I'm going to still put Green Bay in the playoffs because it's Aaron Rodgers, and he's just still really, really good. You guys know how good for bees. See, this is what happens when you're outside. You got to deal with the bees. So I'm putting Green Bay. And my last but not least, I'm going Washington. Only because I think Washington's got a lot of weapons, just like Philadelphia. And if Carson Wentz plays really good this year, We won 7 games last year with Heineke, and we had so many injuries, so many COVID injuries, and everybody was out, and we still managed to win 7 games. So I'm like, okay, so if we got Wentz coming in, and most of our guys we got almost all of our guys back right now. We should at least be able to win at least 3 more games than that. So, and I think, like I said, you could swap this between Philly and Washington or Washington and Philly, but I think Washington's getting in this year. So, yeah, those are my divisions. Those are my picks. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up in the comments section. If you'd like to subscribe, that'd be friggin' awesome. Follow me all season long. We're gonna have a blast here. We got the Bills and the Rams coming up tomorrow night. I am so friggin' excited. Man, tomorrow's gonna be crazy. But yeah, just sitting here on this beautiful day outside, enjoying this weather, and want to do my video here for you guys. So wherever you guys are at, I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great evening, and yeah, give me a thumbs up. Hit me out, shout me out on the comments section. Let me know what you think, please. And if you'd like to subscribe, I would absolutely love it and appreciate it if you subscribe and hang out with me all season. We're gonna have a lot of fun, dude. Wait till tomorrow. Wait till this Sunday. Every week, this Sunday is gonna be friggin' upsets. It's coming every weekend. You have upsets every single week. Can't wait to see who's gonna upset first week of the season this Sunday. So yeah, I will be back. I'll be back tomorrow to do a little short minute video for you guys on the Bills and Rams game on the opener. And so yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.